Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space at SG90JVXC.
Welcome to the aim section.
South 7 is now lit. Streaming Fortnite, LA Fire's news listening ranked Fortnite Road to 10 followers.
1 second.
Watch me turn one cello sample into tons of unique sounds using Output Arcade.
Something's. Are you keying up or is somebody keying up? Because I keep losing them. So a helispot is a little mini camp where they station these large pools for the helicopters to dip into. And by the way, it does look like there is a firefighting vehicle down there. It looks like a truck that is now catching on fire there. This is one of the trailers that they are losing. They had to leave some things behind as they really they ran out of here in a hurry. We literally saw them speeding through the flames, and firefighters, or a couple firefighters at least, running away from these flames because as the fire was creeping north, some of these straight flames just kind of went up the mountainside and just enveloped this entire fire road. And it did it a little bit unexpectedly, obviously, because they were really running in a rush. There's one of those pools right there near the top of your screen, very top of the screen, right there. If you can make out that square, that right there, and there's another pool right there. I think they have two pools set up there where they were dipping in for water. They still have access to the reservoir. Yeah, that's actually, the one at the bottom is a pool. There's another pool set up there nearby. But yeah, now they're going to be relying on the Encino Reservoir to provide water to those helicopters. There's, again, a couple of containers that are going to go up, and it does look like this fire is going to jump the fire road, but that is not the fire road of concern. There is no fire retardant there. The fire retardant is just to the north of where this fire is burning. Yeah, while we were in commercial there, just before we brought you these live pictures, this group of firefighters right here had to move their fire trucks and their vehicles in a hurry because this fire quickly and unexpectedly crept up on that helispot, and now you can see everything they left behind is now going up in flames. So it does appear that it caught them a little bit off guard. We saw a couple of firefighters on foot running away from these flames, but by all accounts, from what we observed, they were able to get everybody out. We don't believe that any firefighters have been injured during this storm. Copy that, copy that. How are we doing, fuel? How much? Copy. Amazingly good or bad? Yeah. Yeah, that's a big difference. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. True. Yep. How far is it from the Encino Reservoir? Copy that. Look at that shot. Look at that shot. The shot. Okay. They're coming to me in a second. What you got? Yeah. Yeah, a lot going on, and we want to really put some people at ease here because this is really continuing to flare up. And the pictures that we're showing you, well, they appear very scary, and it is a very scary situation. These firefighters are definitely trying to keep this fire at bay. There are fire lines on the north side of this fire that you're looking at right here. This is, again, the northern flank of the Palisades fire, but they have a fire line between this fire and the San Fernando Valley. But we are also hearing now that there are alerts yet again, more notifications going out via cell phone on the Brentwood side of the fire, and that apparently is not true either. Do not evacuate. There are no evacuation orders in place in the Brentwood area. They have assured us that the fire is basically just burning itself in the hills above Brentwood, just to the I guess over to the east of Mandeville Canyon. But this flow is visible and ominous from all sides, both on the basin and from the San Fernando Valley, guys. That's correct. That's what we're hearing from our Simon desk. Okay, copy that.
Is this on? Fire! Dog!
Forget everything you knew about war games. The large-scale action game War Thunder will bring you a storm of
Shit. Oh my god, I'm...
You need some help, I have a number for you. I don't know if you have a pen and paper. I'll say it anyway. It's 800-927-4357, or you can visit insurance.ca.gov. Not to worry, we have all this information.
Also have many questions about
How do you file a claim? When should you file? What if you lost all your documents?
the Kapoor is the CEO of All Solutions Insurance Agencies in the Raymond Valley in the Inland Empire. Rajni, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Lana, for having me here.
So for people who have lost their homes, they're in shock, they're emotional, they're stressed out, we know that. The idea of having an insurance claim probably overwhelming, not the thing they want to think about right now. Can they put it off? Do they have to do it right now? What's your advice?
You know what? First of all, our thoughts go out to people who are facing these unprecedented times. It's very heart-wrenching. I was just watching the news now. Every time I look at it, it's so hard to see what people are going through, and I know they don't want to deal with something like insurance at the moment, but I would suggest that time is of essence now. What do you feel as soon as possible? Even if you're not ready to with all the details, call your agent, let them know this is what's going on. Your house has burned down, now it's on fire. This is very, very important that you inform your agent right away, or your insurance carrier right away. It's really recommended that you can get the expedited financial aid and resources wherever it is available. So time is a precious gift and take care of that right away.
You know, I mean, I've never had to fight before but everything is wiped out. The clothing, of course, the housing, the food, all the basics are gone. Items get to be filed in the claim? How does that work? And how in the world do you even start to, take inventory?
You know, we check up on them even before we get to them. So let's say if the agency or if the firestorm, what I would suggest is we all have smartphones nowadays. Get your smartphone, take a few minutes to go to your house, interior, outside, the exterior of the house, interior of the house, I recommend go to every single room, report everything you can. You need to open your closets, open your drawers, report everything you have there because over the years we collect so many things we forget about them and we don't have to all the receipts for sure. And if this is how we report into your account to your and if you remember you got this from outputs, see I got this from the company codes and
Shut up.
so put them all together to will be documents, your birth certificates, your forms, your fee, your mortgage, leave get it all together before you get the recreation order. So believe that when time comes, you're ready to experiment. And for people who don't have access to their insurance policy, at the moment I'm sure we all of us do not keep paper policies anymore. Call your agent. They should be able to send you an email copy of your policy, review your policy for coverages, and if you have questions, call your agent, help them, let them know to walk through your policy, what it covers, what it doesn't cover, and if in case like you mentioned, if you are using temporary, you mentioned if you have temporary housing arrangements, save all the receipts of temporary housing, of the clothing you're buying, or even the food that even the money is coming out of food. This might all be part of your policy. If you have a proper policy, you might be eligible for reimbursement for all of these expenses. And yes, and if you are renting a home, inform your landlord of what's going on so they can file a policy or they can file a claim on their policy. And if you have your renter's policy, call them and file a claim because you might be eligible for all the additional living expenses as well and their personal belongings too.
And let's talk about the importance of documenting everything and what you should go about doing that.
Times things have become way easier. I suggest take your digital copies of everything. Record your phone, keep digital copies of your policies, keep digital copies of your receipts, put them, email them to yourself, or keep it on the cloud so you have easy access. Because once your phone is gone, all you're left with is your money and I'm sure your phone as well. Because you're gonna make it a point to take it with you, and you can access your email on the phone, all the documents that you need to access on the phone. So it's very important that we even my passports, I can save a copy of my passport digitally on my phone, and anything and everything that's important, try and save it digitally.
Okay, yeah, great advice. We had a supervisor on earlier, and some of the constituents who, either lost their homes, they were having a hard time getting a response from FEMA. They were actually leaving from FEMA already. So she's trying to work that language out. But bottom line, what is your advice? You're in the industry to survive it, and when it comes to applying from FEMA. We're just being applied. I don't know how the procedure is going on at the moment, but besides FEMA, there are other resources available. Go to the local resources that are available. File your claims with your insurance companies if you have them. If you have insurance, file your claims with the insurance company, and they should be able to take it from there.
All right. Thank you so much for all that information. Really good information.
Thank you so much for having me and exchanging my land.
And best of luck to you, Rodney. I'm sure it's going to be a busy months ahead.
Really? It's really heart-wrenching, and we're praying for all the community, our insureds, everybody, and hopefully we'll get through these tough times soon.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
So now we're going to talk about, we're going to bring in Adam Kruger to our conversation and talk about the weather, talk about the winds going into the weekend.
Yeah, we talked briefly last time. You told me about the couple of Santa Ana wind events. Yes, a couple is the word we're using here. So I'm going to get to the wind forecast, which we're going to get to just a short moment ago. But let's start here as we have our first red flag warnings done. So we're going with event number 1. Event number 2 is this weekend. Event number 3 is next week. So this is the fire weather watch. Areas in orange, and this orange area will likely soon change officially to a red flag warning. And that's going to be in effect from Saturday evening into the end of the day on Sunday. So in the 24-hour window here, those red flag conditions are expected, and that means and it is fire weather conditions. However, I want to emphasize that just because there's another red flag warning coming or another Santa Ana wind event coming doesn't mean we're doomed, okay? So the conditions, the weather conditions are there for fires to spread if the fire starts. That's a big if. That Santa Ana wind event doesn't guarantee that fires start. And I can tell you just from what we have all week long here, the winds, like what we've seen where some of these fires are, the same type of winds have been happening across the San Diego mountains and in the Empire,
Oh my god!
More wind coming and more dry air. So that's really rough there. So this is likely going to change to a high humidity. But this would be effect from Saturday. And it's the San Bernardino Mountains here where we're expecting winds from the northeast, sustained 35 to 50, gusts up to 60. Not quite the extremity as we're seeing out there, but still very strong winds in these spots like the Santa Susana Mountains and the Santa Monica Mountains, 30 to 40, gusts up to 60. Either way you slice it, we're talking about some pretty strong winds here. So let's look at that wind forecast now as we go into, well, starting first of all now, the winds have really lightened up across a lot of the area. And even the first half of the day, Saturday, we're doing pretty good. We're in good shape. We get to Saturday evening, after the sun goes down, we start to see these wind speeds ramp up, and it's not the same case everywhere. There's a good chunk here of the LA Basin, down south a little bit, where it's going to be a little protected from the winds, even into maybe the San Gabriel Valley a little bit. But you see how there's some well-defined areas, and I say well-defined just because it jumps out at you when you look at the reds and the purples on the map. That's where those strongest winds are going to be heading into this weekend. And so here's a look at, just for example, 4 a.m. on Sunday, we see some spots with the model indicating gusts over 30, over 35. Like we said, gusts up to 60 can't be ruled out. Now we go through the day Sunday, and we see that event kind of winding down. Then we head to next week, and this will be the next one. And keep in mind, now the farther out we go in time, when we look at computer models, the more natural variability there's going to be, and the more margin of error that it gets greater, obviously, as you go a little farther out in time. So it's hard to be too specific on the next week's, but we know the setup is there for winds to blow in from the east or from the northeast, which would be a dry wind, and it looks like those winds will be on the strong side as well. This is just an example of what Monday might look like and what Tuesday might look like, and it's even possible going into Wednesday that we see similar conditions here for next week. So the next event this weekend, Saturday night to Sunday morning primarily, so that's a more of a short, like one-time kind of Santa Ana wind event. Then we go to next week, and this one to me looks more like a multi-day, could be a 2 or 3 day type of event, and that's why right now it's so crucial when the winds have let up right now, and they're still kind of attacking the perimeters of these fires. We hope they do as much as they can in the short amount of time they have before those winds start coming back up this weekend. Guys, we'll head back to you.
Thank you so much. We want to talk now about pets and how important they are to all of this, and there were a whole lot of them that were impacted by the fires, especially the Eaton fire.
Yeah, and the Pasadena Humane Society has been busy taking in many of them. Our Coco McAvoy, she was there this morning. Here's what she found out.
Very busy day here at the Pasadena Humane Society. Volunteers from several organizations are working with the society to help the victims of the Eden fire with their loved ones, their pets. To tell us more about it, I am here with Kevin from the Pasadena Humane Society. Tell us about everything that's underway here. It's incredible.
Well, it's a mobilization of a ton of volunteers, different volunteer groups are here helping us out. And we're basically sorting through all the donations that come in either yesterday, today, just to kind of like streamline things going forward. So we know that there's going to be a need indefinitely while we recover from these fires. So we want to make sure that we have the supplies that we need, and that way, because we need to kind of bolster the debt in the future. That's our amazing. Let's look forward to.
And you've already got more than 400 animals, right?
That's correct. Yeah, 400. I've seen a few now this week, or the last 15, 20 minutes trickle in as well. So I don't know all the stories there, but it could be. I did overhear somebody saying that they had their 4 dogs at a family member's house, and it was just too much. So I think that initial instinct to go and go somewhere safe. Now the kind of reality of like what's the next step while we wait to find out, can we go home or do we have a home to go to? So, of course, we're still supporting folks like that, and we are taking in strays. Now, today, thankfully, we haven't had too many today, but the ones that we have taken in have definitely seen some damage or some injuries from the fires.
And so you're running like a little ICU in there to help the animals.
That's right, yeah. And we're very lucky we have a bunch of really talented veterinarians who are doing everything they can to make the animals comfortable, start treating injuries, managing pain, giving them fluids, and making sure that they're going to be healthy going forward.
And how can people help?
Well, again, financial donations are probably the easiest and quickest and most helpful immediately, because if we need supplies, we need funds to pick those supplies up. If you want to bring actual supplies, the stuff behind us are the things that we will need going forward. So crates, food, blankets, bedding, all of that is super helpful. The things that aren't going to expire, because we do expect this to be a really long haul. So like crates and blankets and bedding, like that, we can use that forever. Food, because of the, just temporary nature of it, it's helpful and it will be helpful. But if, you think, hey, I really want to help, bring it to that, do that, because we'll still need that food and our community.